G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean. Thanks for joining me for this video. If you don't know what I talk about technology, I do tutorials, I do gaming stuff, I stream. But today I'm going to be talking to you about my first year as a YouTuber and the struggles and challenges I faced, some of the stats from my first video to my most recent videos and how that's all going, and just all the different sort of learns along the way. So thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and let's begin. So, where do I begin? It's been an interesting year. I didn't think I would have any interest from anybody, to be quite honest with you, doing a lot of these videos, considering how niche a lot of those videos were and how applicable to only some people they would be. I didn't think I would have anywhere near the amount of views or interest that I have. So I have 156 subscribers, and it is the 11th of December. My goal for the end of the year was to make it to, I think, 100 subscribers and to make $1 from a video somehow. And I know it's a long way off getting monetized. You know, getting 1,000 subscribers at the moment doesn't feel impossible, but it definitely feels like that's going to be a 3 or 4 year away thing. But the interesting part about that as well is that in the last 90 days, things have gone up like dramatically, quite quickly. It's gone from 80 views to 150, sorry, and 80 subscribers to 150 subscribers really quickly. If we share some of the analytics, you know, in the last 48 hours, I've had 660 views. This is estimated, but like that just blows my mind, considering that when I put out my first video, which I think was back in February or something like that, I was happy to get like 10 views or 20 views or 100 views, and I was like losing my mind. So to look at this and go, wow, I was getting, you know, over 48 hours, maybe 3 months ago, I was getting 200 views or 300 views, and I'm now tripling that. That's just, it's pretty crazy. Obviously putting out more content means that you're appealing to a broader audience, and that all those views collectively will make up those numbers. It's not like I'm getting one video with 1,000 views every time. It sort of goes up and down in waves, but I think it's quite crazy to think that when I started in January, it says here that I'm getting these kind of results. Now, 50 videos is the amount of videos that are in my, I guess, catalog. I think that includes some live streams there as well, but my goal at the end of the year, I think, was to get to 30 videos. And I thought that was being ambitious. I thought, okay, if there's 52 weeks in a year, you know, potentially 52 videos, but then I didn't want to push myself because I knew there'd be holidays, I might get sick, there might be events with other friends and family. So I thought 30 videos was a good number to sort of aim for, and it's 50 videos now. And again, like, I can't believe how much content I've put out there in 1 year, and I'm struggling to think of content to put out next year. It's just going to be hopefully more of the same. But you know, it's really about what you guys want to see, and if you guys want to see more gaming stuff, then let me know. If you guys want to see more tutorial stuff, let me know. If you enjoy the vlog kind of stuff, let me know, because I will continue putting out stuff that I think is interesting for me, that I hopefully think will help other people. But if there is a particular angle that I give on a particular subject or a particular topic, and you guys want to see me talk about that more, then I'm always happy to oblige and do that for you guys. So the live streaming element I've actually found to be probably the more challenging side of things. Getting views on videos over a period of time is quite easily. Getting a community or getting an audience to join in a live stream at a certain time every day, every week, is the part that I find way more challenging, and give a lot more credit to people who are getting, you know, thousands of people on their live streams versus people who get millions of views on a video. Because to get, you know, 1,000 people or 10,000 people to stop and to watch what you're doing versus putting a video out there and essentially letting it sink in with the YouTube community is completely different. It's like if you're a busker on a street and you're trying to get people to stop and listen to you, that's going to be, I think, way more challenging than having the time to produce something, edit it, put it together and make it look really, really nice, and then put it out there for anyone to watch whenever they want. So to those of you who are streamers, I'd love to hear what tips and tricks you have. That's kind of where I want to start getting more success in the next 12 months, start building my community there as well, because I've had a few really, really great interactions where I've helped people with like shopping and buying PC parts and helping them with tech issues or recommending them different shops to go to. And I think that's where I feel of use and I feel like I can actually offer some solid advice. And the gaming element is just, a fun way of sort of tying it all together. So if we look at like some of these videos, for example, so the first video was published February 12, and since then it's only had 165 views. And then like the next video had 1100, then the one after that had 100, then 300, 16. It's just, if you look at these numbers and you look at these videos, it definitely shows you that some topics, people need to hear about and people don't know the answers for them, or people want to know more. And there are some topics which maybe have been done 1,000 times, or maybe it was me, maybe my keywords weren't good enough, or maybe my thumbnails weren't good enough. It's really, really hard to know because you can look at the numbers and interpret it a couple different ways. You can look at the numbers and be like, wow, 122 views, that must mean that this topic's been done 1,000 times and no one's really interested in my take on it. But then I look at those numbers and I go, that's 122 people that wanted to know something more about the NAS side of things, and looking at other videos that I've done on the NAS side of things, that there's definitely an audience there. It's just a very, very niche one versus ones of like, cheap keyboard and mouse for $50, or gaming on an iMac, which, especially playing Fortnite, which is an extremely popular game. Those videos are gonna, I guess, appeal to a much broader audience. So you can't necessarily look at the number of views you're getting on a video and say that was a success or wasn't a success, because it depends on your potential audience as well. So take that into consideration if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, depending on what your content is about. Your views, which are a way of measuring your results on how successful a video is really going to be determined by your audience and how broad your audience is on a particular topic. If you want to do Fortnite videos, that's going to appeal to a particular audience, a very, very large audience, versus, if you want to do tutorials on how to make, if you want to do tutorials on chess, or maybe learning to sew or something like that, it's going to be more of a niche audience, I feel, on YouTube. So don't beat yourself up too much, because that's definitely what I was doing when I was trying to figure out this whole algorithm about what success looked like on YouTube. And even now, if I look at my most recent videos, wait for it to load, but some of my most recent videos, which I think are probably the best in terms of production quality, are getting 80 views, 20 views, 50 views, nothing super crazy. But then randomly, I think down here I posted this video in October, so that's only just over a month ago, or a bit over 2 months ago, month and a half, and that's 1,800 views with 33 likes, and that to me just blows my mind. And I haven't promoted these videos in any other way other than just putting them out there on YouTube and seeing what sticks, I guess. So lastly, I'll say that if you were going to put out videos on YouTube, do some research and find out what topics haven't been covered, because I found that for me, that's where I've had my most success. I found a particular part of the market or a particular topic on YouTube that hasn't been covered very well, and I've made a video on it and it's done well, because people are obviously searching for it but not able to find the videos they want. So if you're searching for something on YouTube and you haven't found an answer or a result, then maybe that is a good indicator of that's something that you should make a video on. Now, term in terms of goals for the next 12 months, I already mentioned briefly that I'd like to grow my streams and like to make them more successful. I'd like to obviously get to 1,000 subscribers, but that is something that I don't think is achievable necessarily in the next 12 months. I'd be really happy if this time next year I was at 500 maybe, and by June next year if I was at 250, I think that would be a great goal to have. So they're my 3 goals: streaming, getting monetized at some point, and 250 by next year, as in terms of subscribers. But I want to make the quality better, even though I think it's already great. I would like to make the production set more consistent and better, but I'd love to hear about what you guys want to see as well. So thanks for watching this video. This is a bit of a strange one, bit of a different one. It's just more of an insight into all the behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't normally get access to with YouTubers. They don't normally talk about it. I don't know why, if it feels like it's something that is top secret. I don't know what it is. I'm happy to share everything that I've learned, as it's been a real learning opportunity for me as well. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below. If you did like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike and tell me why. And I'll see you in the new year. Cheers. Bam. Out of the park.